What's happening, people of the world? Welcome back to another episode of the Whiskey and Wade Show with me, your host, Tommy Mac.
Me, your batter host, your beat-up host, Tyrone McKenna.
You!
The people's champ, Kid Scorpion, the mighty Celt, back on the sofa this time. And before we get into the show, let me just say we're in partnership with the Garrick Bar. Make sure you get down there, especially around this Christmas time.
I will be down there, flat that I'm at now. So if you want to pick or anything saying, come down to the Garrick, because I'll be here, have paint.
If you want to pick, I'm a big deal, guys. And also, make sure you get your tickets. December 29th, we are having a live show down at the Toughness. We'll have special guests, John Sue, Belfast OG rapper, Sonny Edwards, P4P, best boxer, world champion, coming to the UK, maybe even Europe, maybe even the world. He's definitely in the question. Marvin Herbert, former gangster turned motivational speaker, and our mate Jimmy Nesbitt. Make sure you get tickets. They're online right now. You don't want to miss it.
Absolutely stacked.
It is stacked. It's a stacked card, and the tickets are flying. It's a good day. It's a Friday, right after Christmas. You're still in the festive cheer.
You know, every
festive
interim period between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, a wee bit of money from your missus for your Christmas present. That's spent on going to the Davenage to watch the lads.
Exactly.
Support us. Now that I'm a retired man, I need all the support I fucking can get.
But listen, folks, before Tyrone talks about that, can we all just show some appreciation for the mighty Celt? This man literally laid down his life for the sport. Every time he stepped in that ring, he didn't have to do it, but he did it for y'all. He put his life on the line. Cuts, bruises, he got involved in a war. Every single time he got in a war, he said to me years ago, because if you don't know, if you weren't following Tyrone's career from the amateurs from the very start, this guy was a slick boxer, up in the toes, hands down, in and out. He started his career out in America. He was like a Wade Ali. Larry Holmes went to his fight and says, listen, that guy is a slick boxer. His jab almost as good as mine. Maybe not as good as mine.
Give me a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Boxing skills out the asshole. But then he came home from America and he says, Tommy, I just want to be known as the most entertaining fighter that ever come out of this country. And he set his target in his brain and he reached it. It gave me heart attacks, but he got there. And listen, he let it on the line at the weekend. He gave the people what they wanted. They want action, blood, sweat, and snathers. And, you know, Kid Scorpion, the people's champ, the real champ. We love you. The Irish fight fans love you. And now he's hanging up the gloves. So, Tyrone, the floor is yours.
Do you know what? See, when it did hang up gloves, didn't expect the reaction. I got a lot of fucking love. A lot of love from big names in boxing and podcasts and stuff like that. I've been reading the comments, looking at the podcast. Everyone loves me. Especially, shout out Fight the Staples podcast. Them guys that love me, even before the fight, they love me. But after they've done a big fucking end, you're choked up fucking watching it. They've done a big a piece on me just, and I appreciate it, and all the tags I'm getting from everyone. I've got a lot of love. Even the Lord Mayor's run a reception from Rotana. That shows you.
Rightly so.
I didn't think that shocked me. I was like, got the phone call and the care Lord Mayor wants to do a reception for your retirement. I was like, what the fuck? Didn't think it was that well got.
It's all well deserved. You literally, you know, it's not a figure of speech or just a soundbite. He literally put your life on the line every time he got in the ring when he didn't need to.
You know, and people don't actually understand that. There's loads of times I've been offered 3 different opponents. Even like the likes of Jose Felix, he's 35 wins, 30 knockouts. I was offered him. I was offered another guy who had like 2 knockouts out of 14 fights, and I was asked another guy. There were 3 options, and I took Jose Felix, the knockout artist, who was same with Top Rank. That was the insane choice to make. And I said, give me him. And Jimmy's like, are you sure? There's that guy who's only had 2 knockouts and 14 wins. I said, nah, I want the hard fight. And I think people don't realise that every single time I have asked for the hardest fight possible, and no one does that in boxing.
No.
I mean, nobody does it. Everyone wants the easy fights. I wanted the hardness. Even before fights, you'll see in an interview with another fighter, I said, look, I want to get dropped myself in this fight, and then I want to get up and drop him, and then I want to have a war, and I want to win. And that's exactly what happened. And every single, even Lewis Crocker, and he knows it himself. I know it. I didn't need to take him. He's a completely different weight to me. He's a welterweight. He's a big welterweight. And he's strong, and he was young and fresh. And I was leveled, like, ranking above him.
Yeah.
Like, in the world of boxing, I was in the game. He's only coming up. And I didn't need to take that fight. And when it was put to me, I said, listen, I'm the born entertainer. I am taking that fight. And people were shocked when I took it, but it's testament. I can't be a hypocrite.
Yeah, you have to walk and talk it.
Yeah. Whatever I talk happens.
Yeah.
Reels, man. But let's talk about the fight. Fight week was buzzing. I've been in big fights before, massive fights. Progre, huge fighter, huge name. Jack Carroll, huge name. Mamoon, all these huge names. But Lewis Crocker and me had Belfast pumping. The place
box office.
It felt like it was box office. It felt like it was a world title fight. The pressure, and Lewis has never been in a big fight before in his life.
No.
So that was his first taste of a big fight. The pressure of that fight was big. You could see it right all over him. It was big. We actually have Lewis on.
Yeah, Lewis is going to drop by.
He's coming in today. We're going to have him on the Patreon for a few weeks, our episode. So if you haven't got Patreon, get on it. We'll be speaking in depth for him. But the pressure on that was immense. I'm used to all the pressured fights, so I actually took it in straight and it was sweet. But it was huge. Everyone was talking about it. Everyone. And then you could see he was tense and nervous, so the build-up was even better. We were fucking pushing each other. We were slamming each other, giving each other shit. And I loved it. I loved the whole fucking week. See, the public workout, was it? Public workout. Loved it. I swear to God. Seen red. I was ready to choke him. Choke him.
People come up to me after and they're like, is that all setup? Is that all stage? You don't know about Tyrone? Tyrone is a fucking mental case.
You were your PR team for the week.
Yeah, we were. They're going, listen, everyone takes a thought, he, laughs and jokes. This guy is a genuine nutcase. So, like, and you said it. You said, building up the fight, you have to hate him. So you trained your brain to hate Lewis.
Yeah, I did hate him.
And it was genuine.
I hated him. And he hated me. But see, his was practice. I don't give a fuck what and we'll ask him when we see him. But
the sell of it, but you weren't trying to sell it.
He does. I'm me. I'm my personality is my personality. I don't need to force anything. He isn't that kind of person. So he was kind of forcing what he was saying to me. And in my head, I was thinking, why is he
getting on like
he
this?
Sounds like he's been practicing. That's what I was going to say to him. But it didn't get the words out because he kept on barking in my face. And one thing about me, I do not like people barking in my face, Luce. I really don't. So I was just looking at me, shouting at me, and I was like, I couldn't get a word in. I was like, I was ready to let the hand go. I was ready to swing a dig or choke him. I was thinking about choking him. And then I went, I can't choke him. So I fucking pushed him. And it's probably the wrong reaction, but it's all...
it made it more dramatic. It did make it more dramatic.
It wasn't even what he was saying, and I wasn't nervous. No matter what he thinks, I wasn't nervous.
Yeah,
we just needed him out of my face before it did slap him.
Yeah.
And I'll do a pull and a push.
Yeah.
What are you doing? We can all pull a bat a little bit. Try to pull a bat, have a little pull and a push.
But once I kicked off, everyone was loving it. And do you know what? Do you know what's ridiculous as well? See the guy doing the press-ups? He was a tank.
The kid?
Yeah. That won it. He was a Cracker fan. He had to give the shorts away.
Oh, dude.
He gave his shorts to one of the other kids that done it. And then the next day, and I knew I had him because he barked in my face and it spoke over top of me, fair enough, so I couldn't get my words out. But do not go to town on me as a wordsmith. I am the goat of slobbering in press conferences, and I knew I'd get him on the press conference in the long grass. And I was like, he can't bark over me here. He's not in my face, so he's not just going to shout over everything I say. It's going to be mic'd up, and I'm going to be able to get my point across. And Lewis, I'm sorry, but I slapped you in that presser, man.
So I made it 1-1 then in the build-up.
Well, I don't know. I thought I won the first one as well because I think his
well, in verbals, because
In verbals, he won't,
Yeah.
but I think you could see in his face. he
The
was shitting
press
him.
conference made like the day before looked like he was stupid.
Yeah.
You know,
I think I've gotten pointed across so much in the press conference that he was shitting himself the day before and he was cringy the day before and embarrassing and don't do it again. Blah, blah. That made his thing look bad. So it was 1-0 to him going into the press conference. Then I think I swung it to 2-0 because I slagged it so much now. And then the face-to-face sitting down, I'm ready, Lewis, for this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Locked in, I know what I'm going to say.
1-0 to him, and then you sung it to 2-0. That Lewis must hit hard.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Because
Yeah.
what I was saying in the press conference,
Yeah, okay.
clicked the man. Tyrone's right. Lewis was shitting himself.
Okay,
He was out of character. That's not a good look for him. So then it looked bad on him. And then it didn't really matter who won the press conferences. I think he might have won the weigh-in, you know.
The weigh-in?
Because he looked good, did all that to me.
Aye.
I know, do you know that? I think it's so disrespectful. I started waving my finger in his face.
That was your haircut. Do you know what?
Fuck you, man.
You naughty boy.
you teasing me.
I was trying to act like the dad, shut up, you wee kid.
Yeah.
That's what my thing was the whole week was you're just a kid that's inexperienced and doesn't have a clue. So that was my thing. And anything he said to me, I had an answer for because all my things are facts, everything I was saying.
Yeah.
His facts were, you get knocked down before, but always got up and laughed. And Lewis, you didn't knock me down.
You lock me down, Ray.
The whole thing during it, I'm going to hurt him bad. And I was thinking, wonder is he going to hit me, man? I wonder,
Oh my God.
is this it? I only watched the film recently again. Probably shouldn't have watched it. Journeyman. Paddy Constantine. Lethal film
Never
about
seen it.
him. He wins the fight and then he collapses after the fight and his body is fucked. Loses and misses. Near kills his kid. All it's it's unbelievable tearjerker story.
See, you know that's what was a worry for everyone who knows and loves you after every single one of your fights.
Yeah.
Right, he's still
And that's
standing,
why
but is he gonna drop in the changing room?
Can't do it. No, that's why I retired. I don't think I retired because I'm getting shit. I think that was the wrong weight for me. Definitely, I shouldn't
Definitely
be up
was.
because I said, do you know what I knew?
I didn't even realise that it was up at the next weight until fight week.
Did you not? See, when I knew it was in a better bar, is when I weighed in, and then obviously you check your weight the next day to see what weight you're going into the ring at. And before I went, I'd refueled, done all my water, done all my pasta, everything, ate like fuck. And usually I put on 10 to 14 pound. I jumped on a scale and I only put on 3 pound going under weight. And I went,
The head giveaway.
dead get away. This is not my weight. And he'd went in that fight a stone over. So
He
he
did
has
look big and
he had a
strong in the
stone
ring.
on me, and you could feel it.
Because even like when he come out and he
You could
he
just
walked
feel it.
out straight away. He just looked strong before he even started
He could build
punching.
me. He could build me
Yeah.
because you know what it's like. See when someone's
Yeah.
having you, it drains you. They
Yeah.
can do anything for you. Your punches aren't going to affect them as much as their punches are going to affect you, and they can just shrug off your punches and keep on coming. And I can do nothing about it. And I was like, oh, God damn! Stop, man!
You got about halfway through and you started seeing him slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you're
he did.
going, the game plan's working. Here we go.
Do you know what? I couldn't even go for the game plan. My game plan was to box him at the start.
Because we did say the
Yeah.
first 4 he's going to be hot.
Yeah, we knew he was going to be hot at the first 4. But I just didn't know that hot. But
Boiling.
but the first 4 was me boxing, was supposed to be me boxing. And then the later was him tiring me just going to war. But I couldn't do the boxing because
The strength.
the thing is, if I'm throwing punches, the big worry is he's going to do the same 10 punch. And that's where you get knocked out.
Because when you're punching, that's when you're most vulnerable. So
I was worried every time I was punching. I was
and
like,
he was trying to tame it.
yeah, he was trying to tame it. I could see he was trying to tame it. So then when he got tired, it was just too heavy. The weight was just crazy. But
It was a night of fucking amazing performances.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like, just every, like, tactics ways. Like,
not mine.
like,
Not my tactics.
You got it all wrong.
You got that wrong, son.
but I mean, even, like, Gil, like, waiting.
Yeah.
See,
Like,
the only thing
every
is,
time
the
they change
thing with
stance.
my tactics, I couldn't have taken these because of the weight.
The weight
was just too much.
So
and I
he
realized
would have been like a middleweight in the ring.
he'd have been
Fight Night.
huge that weight, and I wasn't.
And you're only scraping welterweight still on Fight
And he
Night.
was wearing Cleto Rays, and the way
Puncher's
the
gloves,
way
so
the
you
way they
don't
were
know.
tied, you can see the way they were tied. They're pulled back. They were punching.
And you have to give him
He was there to inflict
credit.
pain.
He was in good shape.
He was in good
He
shape.
was in good shape.
So, like, I couldn't do what I wanted. I couldn't. Like, it was too weak. The class is
Yeah, it
different.
was just too.
It was too big, and I couldn't do what I wanted. So I just had to basically take big fucking shots and try my best. And
But I tell you what, like you said, at that goal to be the people's champ, you officially are the people's champ. Throughout the fight, you know, the crowd were singing your name, and then even
It's
in
petty.
the fight, you were getting so much praise and plaudits from the pundits team.
Can we talk about the walkout?
The walkout was like, go ahead, Tyrone,
I
describe
love
what
the
it was, because that was on.
Did you like it?
Fuck me. Like, I wasn't even. But I can tell the story of how me and Tommy weren't there afterwards. But like, we ended up watching it
On TV.
In the
on
house,
TV in the house, and even in the house, like, it was like fucking just the most hype thing I'd ever seen.
Unreal.
It was good.
I was like, why am I not there?
It was the air shotgun.
I love that.
I said, what the fuck? I thought you were going to murder him. Like,
You don't know
physically
nothing
murder him.
about that.
I had seen Lewis.
It
Fuck
was
you, man.
unreal. Oh, it was so
I was hyped up. My plan was to do the shotgun and then stay on the stage for a bit.
But he just come in.
I just
and get in there.
hyped the bodies. I just boom, boom.
That
and
mullet
fuck
just
that.
even made you look more serious.
And then I'm saying, Tyrone was born in Belfast. And I was like, fucking right.
Unreal.
And then it was just a lethal walkout. But I was hyped up to the bollocks. But I wasn't nervous.
Nah, he didn't look good. You
I
looked
wasn't
like
nervous. I was ready to
fully
go.
killed,
I was
yeah.
ready to go. But he was just too big. Like, if he was my weight, if he was at a 140 pounder, I'd have probably fucking give it a far better fucking shot. But even with the same skill, but he was just too big. And
Yeah.
you could feel the difference. But listen, my proudest achievement in retirement is being the hardest cunt in Ireland. I've
But hey,
genuinely-
make no mistake.
don't think anyone can take a shot like me.
Nah, no one.
Jose Felix, 30 knockouts out of 35. I took his biggest shots. Progre, whack, and he's a massive puncher, a huge puncher. The best, cleanest. I didn't even see it, left hand. Put me down.
Yeah.
I laughed at him. I
I
laughed at
said,
him.
what the fuck's he laughing
Jack
at?
Carroll, one of the biggest hitters in the world, puts me down, and then when I'm down, hits me 2 clean shots while I'm on the ground. I get up like nothing happened. And then Lewis Crocker couldn't even put me down. It was fucking heavy. Like there's sometimes I speak to my body and was that not a big enough shot to go, damn brother, legs, why are you working? But like even the body shots and the head shots, I was sitting there going, how am I not down
Yeah.
here?
He's
Like,
some happy, really. I have to say, yeah.
some of the things, a body and then up the middle to a fucking uppercut, and he hit me some clean ones of those, and I went, I am hard as fuck.
Surprising himself. Jesus Christ, I'm tough as nails.
And then just to rub the salt in it, going, I was just saying to them during it, why am I still here? You don't
Were
hit
you
that
saying
hard. You don't hit that hard, do you? Thought you're a big puncher, Lewis. And I,
Because Andy Lee said in the commentary, and he's talking the whole time as well. Oh, you love it. You love it.
I heard him saying it at one round, Tyrone is not human.
You weren't? Yeah, that was right.
And that's why I did after retired. Like, them kind of wars and the shots you take, they're fun and everyone enjoys them. And I enjoy the fights, but there's only so much you can take. Like, I'm slurring now with words. There's some words I have to avoid because I can't say them. There's fucking like a genuine effort. I can't even think of what they are, but there's words I steer away
Stay
from.
away from.
And then my hands are sore, my neck. I can't like turn around my neck fully. My fucking elbows are in pieces. My back, you know, my back's like it's fucked as well. And then I'm just sick of fucking
What's that?
losing.
You need rubbed out and drew again.
I do. I just I've had so much wars. It's took a toll.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's took a toll on my boxing. I think I'm still as good as ever was. Maybe not as good, but it's just my brain. In our one of them fights, you don't know what.
You
the
don't
fuck
know,
happened.
no.
The last couple of rounds was just worry.
Yeah, like, that's what even Pete wanted to pull at one stage. I think it was round 7 or something. He said to me, "Look, maybe it's time to stop her. I forget what he said. He said, and you see me arguing. I'm not going out. No, this is my last. Or I didn't say it was my last fight. Bally's there's only 3 rounds left. I'm sweet. And then one of the other corner was like, "Are you sure, Tyrone?" I was like, "I am sweet, just maniacs. I'll take it. It's sweet. He doesn't hit that hard."
By the end of it, I was like hoping for a robbery.
That's what my dad said. My dad turned around my man.
You never know. It's stranger things.
How great would it be to get a wee robbery here? It would be fucking murder. But see, to be honest, I don't genuinely think. Well, I haven't watched it back. I didn't think it was 90, 100. I don't think he. Well, maybe he did. Cleanly win every round.
I give you won. You won 3 rounds clear.
Do you? I can't remember. What I think there was. I remember there was one round 4, and I came back and people was like, "Oh, we'll go." Now it's starting.
Yeah.
And he's tired. He doesn't want to throw it. He don't fuck.
That was
all
the 4th round.
Because
after 4 rounds, after 3 it was 3-0, and then after 4, you won the 4th 3-1, and then you won the 5th, and then he got a second win.
Yeah, but. he got a
and a bird win and a 4th win.
But you know what? I know it wasn't my last fight. A lot of people were saying I shouldn't retire as well, but they got a lot of people mail me, "You should, you had one more, shit, so. But they don't.
Yeah, it's your body.
That
you're taking the pumps.
They're like, "You have one more in you." They don't understand the one more in me could actually permanently brain damage me.
You have a wife, you have kids. You know you.
And see, to be honest, I've missed most of my kids' lives.
Yeah.
Like 90% of my kids' lives I've missed fucking communions and fucking parties, birthdays. I'm never here for the birthdays because it's always January, so it's always you're getting back in the train. I'm always missing the birthdays. I fucking can't go to events with them, and I think it's time to fucking pack it in, support the kids. I've been chasing the dream too long. I don't think, and my next fight would have been it may have been an alright payday, but it wouldn't have been enough.
Life-changing, yeah.
And
but you know, chasing the dream, you got the dream because your dream was to get that title.
See, genuinely, if you told me when I was over in New Jersey, washing cars with the Mexicans, washing and drying cars with Mexicans every day, Tyrone, you're going to be fucking doing this career. I had a lot. I had a massive dream. I never would have thought this would have got this big. I thought, I'll get a maybe fight in front of a couple of thousand people. Yeah. Not fucking a packed arena.
Packed it. And you know, you captured the public's imagination, the Belfast public. Literally, you're united, divided city. Belfast is a segregated city, and you had, you know, even though Lewis is from another community, it's, you know, the two sides of the wall, but everyone, there was no murder at the fight. You had support and respect from both sides.
We were worried about, like.
Yeah, well, I had the Red Squad there. Did you see that?
You know, you're the great uniter.
But see, after the fight, like, loads of people from East Belfast saying, "Look, we're from East, but we love you. You're our favourite boxer and all that shit." Loads of people saying, "I united the community."
You did, because you're. I always say it to us. Your sincerity is your credential. Because you're so sincere and genuine, people can see it. You're not trying to be anything. You're not. You're a good guy who wanted to entertain
the people from the other side were saying, like, "Listen, your views, we don't even agree with half your views, but because you stand up for them, and that's what's fucking good, and we support you. We don't maybe see eye to eye on all the views, but you're a hero." Blah blah. There was a lot of messages, and I fucking appreciate them all.
Are they subscribing?
I hope you're subscribing. I put up a post saying, "Listen, lads, I've retired. You need to continue supporting me. I mean, I haven't got any fights coming up, so I need to earn money some way."
I'm dreading because, as you know, I go to the barbers in San Diego, and on fight week I went and got my hair cut in the barbers, and they said to me, "Listen, if your boy loses, you better not leaving bar coming back here." So I'm going to be getting dogs abuse and going into the barbers.
Yeah, you got attacked last week.
Verbally accosted by a couple of locals. "Here, Tommy." I told her, "Up my last cracker, you cunt." It's like, oh.
I got
May the best man win.
He didn't even back me up. He's a scumbag. But he got stroked after the Europa, after the win, I think it was the win, and I was walking in, some wee kids, Tyrone! And I went, well, what's happening? Thinking to my mates, you're going to get battered by Crocker. I look like a fucking dick. I went, aye. We'll see. We'll see, mate. But
we got some quality content.
We really did.
I don't know. I loved whoever that was. The girl that didn't know her gym name.
The Muslim girl.
You're like, I don't even think she even meant me. You just put it in her head. She was like the good looking one. She probably doesn't know any of us that are boxing.
Apparently, somebody sent me a message on Instagram says, that girl boxes for Karen Lodge. She's just really, really good. You should see her. So I have to look out for it. Aisha, I think, at the second name. But she, in that clip, when I'm going, who do you box for? And she said, I don't remember my club name. But then she went, the Emmons over there. It was Karen Lodge. Karen Lodge brought about friggin' 50 kids to them to that event. And then, yeah.
There's a bit in that video as well that I cut out of the clip where you ask like three wee lads, you go like, McKenna or Crocker? And they're like, McKenna. And the other one goes, Crocker. And you go, oh, McKenna then.
That's a foul there. Fucking, I seen Crocker was broken hearted on that.
Oh no. I think it was heartbreaking for him the most, but the wee lad out of his own club. I'm so shocked when he says, I think it's going to be close, but I think McKenna's going to get it.
Hey, CJ, you're from the club? You're from his club? Aye. Okay, you traitor. He's getting tortured now.
Oh.
But I couldn't even see he'd blocked me, Lewis. I hadn't even seen his wee comments or nothing. He said anytime my name came up on Instagram or anything, he shit himself like he was having a heart attack, so he said he had to block me. And he's a big fan of Whiskey and Weight. Him and all his mates watch this show.
Sure, the Crocker's gang, Sandy Row gang.
They watch this religiously, even before we were going to fight each other. And he said he had to stop watching the show. He's got 10 weeks to fucking catch up on.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of content.
But I tell you what, right? You see, before the fight, there was never even a thought that this would even cross paths because there were different weights.
No.
And there was a time in your career, Tom, where you were thinking of dropping down a weight. Remember?
Yeah.
So it was never ever on the radar for that fight
Do
to
you
happen.
know what happened? This is why I moved up the weight. Is because I got married and then I had a honeymoon, I had a stag, and I'd let myself go a bit. And then
the wedding lets you know, you think you're going to get the money back in the cards. You get opening cards moneyless.
But
Are we flim?
No, man. Frank's sake.
I actually did get a tenner off some of them. But after that, I put on a lot of weight because obviously I was enjoying myself. And then when I went back to camp, I went, there's no way I can make light belt again, 140 pounds, 10 stone. And I said, look, see for his fight, can I move up? I'm thinking I'm ready to move up. Fought one fight at that weight. And I fought Chris Jenkins.
Right.
And I thought, right, that's my weight now. Because Chris Jenkins was welterweight, but he was more blown up super lightweight, so he didn't hit as hard as a proper welterweight would. So I just thought it was the same kind of punch power. And then I was toying with the idea of dropping down, but then this fight came and I said, fuck it.
You had to take opportunities.
I get that. I know I shouldn't have been away even during camp and all. I really usually struggle to get to 10 stone, but getting to 10 stone 7 wasn't a struggle. And I probably should have moved down, but
I didn't even realise that the Jenkins fight was welterweight. You think you know a guy.
And you want to see the shape of me. He even said it on the press conference, or the face-to-face. I think it was press conference, he said about it. And in the face-to-face, I said, look,
who said this?
Crocker, but you were shade against him. You looked terrible. I said, look, don't be reading in that because I was going through some personal problems.
I know, I heard you saying
and
it.
I wanted to fucking retire from boxing. Because remember, I didn't get paid for ages off one fight.
Yep.
Some company went under. And I didn't get paid for a while, but they ended up they could pay me. But that's why I wanted to retire from boxing. I was like, fuck Emmons, and or fuck boxing. And then, so I wasn't even training hard, wasn't dying. Like, you want to see the shape going into that fight. And then, I thought it was a good fight.
Everybody boxed well.
So I don't know what they're talking about, Cracker, but it wasn't my best one. Like, it wasn't even, like, the training wasn't even, I wasn't training once a day just.
Yeah.
And I wasn't training, like, hard. Yeah. Well.
You know, you talking about Tyrone, you always went for the hardest fights that were available, which is insanity. But just made me think back to when you were meant to be fighting Philip Sutcliffe and he get injured 5 weeks out or something.
Yeah.
So you came home for like a couple of days out of camp and they were looking for a replacement opponent. I remember dropping me up to the airport and I says, listen, Tyrone, see if they offer you Jack Cadgel. Say no.
I was talking to
Yeah, he says, this guy's don't run the world at the minute. You don't need that fight right now. Get a fucking good fight, but Jack Cadgel, you don't need that right now. You want a full camp. Oh, no sweat. Plain touchdown. This guy phones me. Hey, I'm fighting Jack Cadgel. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just wasting my breath. There ain't point even talking. And what a fight. That's a fight can't put you on the map.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. An interviewer phoned me the other day and he was asking about my highlight, my careers and my low points and stuff. And I always say my two favourite fights in my career would have probably been Jose Felix and Jack Cadgel. I know I got beat by Jack Cadgel.
But it was controversial.
It was a war.
You only lost by a point.
And he was number one in the world. I was nobody.
Yeah.
And everyone said Tyrone's getting stopped in a couple of rounds. The odds were heavy. Like, I was not meant to win or do well.
You weren't even meant to be in the question.
Nah, I was meant
or
to
in the conversation, sorry.
And then I got dropped, hit twice in the ground, got back up like nothing happened, got dropped 2 more times, and I've only brought it to 1 point in it. And
sorry, I'm
the
breaking
crowd were going fucking up. Like, that was the first time I had the crowd going mental for me, and I was a fucking war bloodbath. And then after that, I know I got beat by 1 point, but everyone loved me then. From then, that's when I went, you know what? Wars are where it happens. Everyone loves a warrior.
No, they do, but are they going to wipe your hole when you can't do it for yourself?
My missus is there.
Yeah, she doesn't want to do it either.
She'll be doing it. I wonder if that's what my big worry is them wars going to catch up with me now? Like, have I got out of it
in time,
or have I left it too late?
Are you going to stay out of it? But
I am.
I couldn't see you staying out of it.
I have to.
You love it.
I love it. I'm going to miss it. Like, I think I'm worried about, am I going to miss it too much? Where it's like, because as you've seen in Fight Week, the buzz you have and everyone's there for you and supporting you, and you feel unbelievable walking out that arena.
I was getting like second-hand buzz off it, and just being around, like trying to get the content.
You're walking out there in an absolute packed arena with screaming for you. It's hard to fucking let that go. And and I'm only 33, so I do have a few years where I could train. I could still have big fights and big nights, but
it's very difficult being in Ireland, being an Irish fighter, to get the level that we all want as professional boxers.
Do you know what people don't appreciate enough, or don't speak it of enough? How big my name was for never ever getting signed by a promoter. That is very, very hard and rare to do. Everyone has their backing of a promoter. Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren, fucking Al Heyman, all these people. They back you, they bring you up, and that's how they make you famous.
That's a fucking absolute travesty that you never want to sign the promotional contract.
Mental.
You know, you're probably the worst advised or worst represented fighter in the history of this country. You know, if with a wee promotional team behind you, you know, you did reach massive hits. You could have even ended up even higher.
You know, well,
and these wars could have been even on a higher scale.
I don't know why I didn't get signed with promoters. You know?
I asked Eddie on the Patreon if he makes sure he's get on it, and he says, "Well, you know, Tyrone, he was doing his own thing."
I think that's
not by choice.
I think that's the problem. But because I was doing my own thing, promoters look at me going, "He doesn't need help because he's so good at self-promoting."
Yeah.
I changed the boxing game and the self-promoting game. If you are not promoted. You don't need to be promoted. You just need to put yourself out there. There's no one ever in boxing is going to do promos like me ever again.
Nah.
I was the promo king. Everyone knows it. No one is ever going to do better promos than me.
The Punk Pro.
Yeah.
And then doing more, you have to put yourself out there and self promote if you're not getting opportunities. Because you can, like, look at that progress fight. I literally got on Twitter,
I made it yourself.
Battle of Wayne on a Friday night into me. I made progress. It's just me. Just message progress. Said
You know
here.
what? Light bulb moment here for me, Tyrone. Maybe you should be a promoter.
Well,
Serious?
You need some serious fucking money to be a
Well,
promoter.
you can start it small because Matchroom is like the biggest promotion in world boxing, arguably. But who is the star of Matchroom? Eddie Hearn, the charisma. He talks the talk. He makes time for everyone. I think he could do it.
Snatch room.
Not true.
Jesus, that's something else.
I am talking about a different type of promotion.
Well, nah. Well, definitely. Let's explore.
I don't know
that
what
idea.
I'm gonna do now. Like, obviously got the podcast, which I'm gonna be plugging like
You
fucking
know,
hoping.
this guy gave us life students, so come on,
You
you
know.
need to give us a couple fucking Patreons.
I know, like, where's the return? Do you know what I've noticed? But see, a lot of people that ask for stuff, they're always the ones that never return. Like, throughout my career, I've had a lot of people asking for gloves or asking for autograph stuff or shout outs or birthday wishes and stuff, and it's never been, or very rarely is it people that have bought tickets off me for a fight ever. It's always people looking for stuff, or looking your shorts, or looking your gloves, or looking something, but never have the supported you in buying a ticket.
Yeah.
I stopped. Sometimes I stop if I've noticed they keep on asking for stuff, but they've never bought a ticket off me. I'll just stop responding because they aren't supporting me. Why the fuck will I support them?
Yeah.
And to be honest, most of my stuff, and you'll see the next week, gets raffled off for charities.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm doing
He's got a big raffle coming up.
for
Fair play,
Palestine.
bro.
Yeah.
So that's next week. Everything's getting framed by Brian, some guy called Brian. I'll get his shop up on Instagram. But he's framing all this shit, and then I'm going to put it up because you get more money, I think, if you framed it all.
You know, tonight as well, we're out doing a wee Christmas fundraiser. We're raising money for the children of Lanadune Glen Parent Youth Club. So we're going to buy toys. We're going to raise money tonight and then go tomorrow to Smith's and buy the toys.
We let's shout out the bars that are, because each bar that we're going to
have donated money.
It's donated money. We're not actually going around asking for money of people in the bars. It's just they've donated money for us to go.
So we have the Garrick. Obviously,
Garrick.
that's our partners in crime.
They're the ones sorted all this.
Biddles,
Biddles, Legends,
Henry's,
great spot.
Waits, Jugo York, and the Hard
Waits
Bar.
unbelievable as well.
So
So
they've all-
anybody that doesn't know, it's like we're doing like a wee
pub crawl kind of thing, yeah. So that's so if you're around, no, this won't be it.
Won't be out.
Yeah, but
It'll
so that's
actually
what we're
be
doing.
done,
We're raising money because there's no children. Obviously, we grew up. We're from West Belfast, and
It's the saddest thing. It's one thing that always pulls my heartstrings every year is hearing that there's going to be kids that don't get fucking
anything.
Kills me to fuck. And that's why I started saying to my kids that Santa only brings
Yeah.
this small present. I hate these people that say,
We've been talking
Santa
about
got
this
all this,
before, yeah.
you know. But then there's a kid down the street who only got like a teddy.
we talked about it like
Yeah.
at the start.
Yeah, so
Like
I
literally
think
at the start of doing this.
yeah,
I think that's why people should start saying to their kids, look, Santa only got this small
just
present.
don't
for you.
rub it in people's
Yeah.
faces. And there's a
I
lot
got
of
the
people,
rest.
you know, you don't even realize, especially if you're still living in the working class areas. The person next door to you could be struggling terribly, or you know, you don't know what people are going through. So Glen
I
Parent
couldn't
Youth Club,
imagine that, having a kid wake up and no Christmas present.
yeah.
That'd be disgusting.
Some people haven't got any choice in the matter.
I know what. That's what
But
I'm saying. It's good.
Glen Parent Youth Club in Lanazune have been doing this Christmas toy drive for the last few years. And me, as a proud Lanadune man, Tyrone is Lanadune's favourite adopted son. I've been involved in it trying to help, but now with the podcast, we've been able to do a wee bit more to help it. So we want to make sure that, like Tyrone says, we don't want any children going with it. But we're starting off with Lana doing children in my area. We're going to get toys for all of them. And then next year, hopefully, we'll be on a bigger platform and we can get it right across Belfast.
Speaking of West Belfast, like just growing up, where you've grown up, how do you feel like making it and doing what you've done?
You feel it, you know what? You feel very proud, I think, walking about. Like, I walk about Andy, where I'm from, and like, I'll see every episode last I'll see all the last audience every day. They're all shouting, Tyrone, turn your legend, blah, blah, blah. And even after that fight, they were still saying it. And just being a wee hero there, I think it shows that I think I'm the perfect person to show that being unbelievable, you just need to work hard, you just need to focus on one thing. And
you don't need to be unbelievable.
You believe in yourself and do what you think's right. Because like, there's times where I could have left boxing, or I could have had a job or whatever, but I always just struggled. And like, people were looking at me, like, even my missus was questioning at times, like, I'm on the dole, we've got 2 kids, we're not making any money on the fights and the boxing, but she's still stuck on it, stuck with me on it, and paid for everything. You just need to keep on grinding and keep on believing in yourself, and then you're going to finally make it. And I have. I've had an unbelievable career, a career that I'm massively proud of. And it's great to get the notoriety and people talking or saying the same thing, that you feel that you're a hero and you're the hardest man in Ireland. I've entertained them over the years, and it hasn't been a waste. Like, some people can go through hard fights after hard fights and then after retire, no one gives a fuck. But for everyone,
you're legendary stylist.
They just call me legend, say they're a hero, and they only went to fights because of me, and they want to look up to me and all this shit. It's nice. Even one of my proudest times was when I went to my kid's school. It was my school when I was growing up, and I didn't know what. I thought I was just going to have a wee speech. Me and Kakachi, who also went to school, and we walked in. The whole fucking school was there with all fucking banners saying "well done" and stuff, and I was proud.
Who are you grateful for?
What?
Who are you grateful for?
Do you want us to share the people you have on the journey?
It's going to be a lot of people. It's too long of a shout out.
Okay.
But listen, just the coaches. Patsy get me in the game. The many times I wanted to retire amateur, and Patsy cat on time, don't do it. He was giving me money for trips. He was helping me fucking.
Never gave me any money.
He didn't give you any, but he gave me money. Yeah, like he knew I was skint going to these boxing trips away to.
I was skint too.
And he was giving. You had a job, and he would give me some money. Say, look, sort yourself out. He was like a father figure for me growing up. Obviously, my daddy has been a father figure, but he was also like...
You spend more time with Patsy because you're with him every day.
Yeah, and we're going to travelling to Dublin all together and whatnot. So you do see him a lot. And he was like a granddad to me more. And he stopped me from retiring so many times. And I'd have definitely just gave up boxing if it wasn't for him. So without him, I wouldn't have been who he was. And then there's other people, I mean... My dad always supported me, always helped me out, and my wife is a legend. Like, the hardness we went through for the first 4 years was wild.
And she could have...
She said, fuck you, what the fuck, we need money for the house. And I was just living 50 quid a week on the dole. Like, that does fuck all for your family, and 2 kids. And then, on top of it, I'm going away to America for 3 months at a time. She's got 2 kids, a newborn and a 9-month-old. So that's 2 screaming babies, and a job, full-time job, and doing everything while I'm away. And I'm not bringing money back there at this stage. I'm just bringing money to survive, or get money to survive it, barely. So her doing all that work, she's the real hero in it.
Shout out Mrs. McKenna.
Yeah, she is the real hero, because I don't know how she done that, because I couldn't have done it. And... for her to pay for it and me to promise, we'll make it. And it didn't look like we were going to make it most of the time. Like, she's probably looking going, okay, Tyrone.
Okay.
We'll see. We're going to call it a day yet. But we didn't. We struggled on like fuck. I mean, there was a time I remember we had a house. It was 450 quid the one beside you, the wee flat. It was 450 quid a month, and we didn't have enough to pay for it, and we had to just phone up and say we're not paying rent no more. And we're not moving out because there was damp all over the house. The damp, we couldn't even use the other bedroom for the kid because the damp was so bad. And we phoned them and said, you need to sort this damp out before we pay the rent. But we just didn't have the money for it. And
You'd be technical.
So we're not until you pay. Not until you fucking sort it out because we couldn't afford it. And we were there for about 2 months before they actually chucked us out.
Rent-free?
And then we finally got a new place. But like, it was hard times at the start, and I don't know how we made it through. And then to finally have a bit of fucking money coming in, big fights coming in. See, when big fights are coming in, a bit of fucking validation that I actually made it, and I wasn't talking shit to her.
And our big fight payday is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, like then I was like, right now, I didn't feel so bad. I was like, I actually done what I said I was going to do, what I was going to say. And I sometimes didn't believe I was going to achieve anything. Like, I was just doing it. I was getting a nice wee monthly wage. Like, it wasn't even that much, about $1,000 a month just to train. And I was just using that because I didn't want a real job. I was like, fuck it, I'll use this until it dries up. And then when it dried up, I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I remember when that did dry up, it was right before Christmas. He texted me, you're not getting your thing this month. We're finished. And
was this Greenbloods?
No, it was
Before
some guy.
Yeah.
And it was right before, I was after Greenblood. And it was right before Christmas, and I didn't get any Christmas presents in. And I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? We have no Christmas presents for the kids. No money. And my mate lent me money to get the Christmas presents in. And then I had to go to Marbella. I had one chance. And so this is where my career really took off.
Your M&M moment.
This was my one chance. Yep, my M&M moment was my money had dried in. I had 0p in the bank, and I got a phone call. Can you come over and spar Darry Matthews? He's got a world title fight here against Terry Flanagan. You're very like Terry Flanagan. Can you come over and spar? And I said to myself, if I get signed by this team, I can actually do something. I can be on TV, and this is my last chance. And I had no money. I had to pay for the flights to get over. I had to get money because they weren't paying or anything. I just said, yes, I'll spar. I'll do it for free. I'll spar.
You just done it for the opportunity.
Yeah, for the opportunity.
Sometimes the opportunity, that's another lesson for people that are young and old. Think about the bigger picture.
Yeah. So I went, and I went, how the fuck am I going to get a flight? So I went around my house. I sold my Xbox. I had jewellery. I sold all my jewellery. I sold all the tablets that the kids had. I had to sell anything I could sell. I sold to make a flight. Yeah. And I didn't even have sparring gear. I went over to sparring.
You freaking don't have sparring gear now. Don't give me that shit.
I do have sparring gear.
Never had sparring gear.
I have sparring gear. You think Donardo? You're Donardo.
He used to come to the gym to spar, wet the friggin' toilet paper and put it in because he's no gum seal. That's sick.
Went over to the
World class 10.
Marbella for fucking for sparring camp. No sparring. I had to go around the gym. Can I have a line of your gloves? Can I have a line of this? And I remember I jumped in. I said, this is the one chance I have. I battered Darry that day. I had to. I had 4 rounds or 6 rounds, and I just fucking put everything into it. After I got signed, next 3 fights on Box Nation on TV. I was like, and I was supposed to go home after a week. And then I phoned Trina, and I come home for 6 weeks, got fights. And great. Like happy days. And then from that moment, my career just kicked off.
They see me rolling.
It was good. And I was known as a man that loves beef.
Isn't it mad that the two of you done it? Imagine if one had done it and the other one didn't.
It'd have been so we were always, but see, since we were amateur days, we've always done most of the things together.
Yeah.
From he's been 14, we've done absolutely everything there. We're always going to make it together.
So obviously, we spoke about this before we met when we were 12. But we didn't get close till we were 14 because Tyrone.
I was good.
He was
shit.
No.
yeah.
But saying the championships, you had to win the Aldrams to get down. The All Ireland, and everyone get beat. And Tyrone was already Irish champion. Did you get a walkover in that in the Anthems?
No, I got beat.
Did you?
Yeah, I got beat
Who
by
beat you in the Anthems?
Roy Dalton. Wasn't it that
Did he? All right. So he was going to Dublin anyway, and I was only.
No, you're right. Actually, I had one. I won them.
You won them, yeah. But so it was a 2-man team. It was just us two going down to All Ireland.
Best.
So we had the salary differences to say.
Because I didn't like him. I actually hated him.
And then
See, when he joined, he talked too much for me. Like,
and then we just did we both win the match, Aaron?
I think so.
And then so that was it. Then we got on the national team together, and we was just winning, doing everything. Now we're doing a podcast together.
No, we'll do everything there. Fuck's sake.
There's people. Tyrone's retired. You know, I'm not retired. I'm never retired. I'm in it till the.
Keep your eye on your phone for.
Oh yeah, for the
fuck's
crack.
sake. He's probably here going, what the fuck?
But let's see.
Listen.
Yep, there he is.
Yep. So he's coming now.
He's there.
We'll go.
He's ready. He's on. He's Lewis. You're there. Come in.
Is it where?
He sent me a picture of the hall he's on.
Right, go.
I think that is our hall.
Right, we're going to cut it short.
Right.
Well, it's not really short. It's been a good.
Yeah. So people, Lewis Cracker has just entered the building. So we're going to do an interview with him on
Patreon first. It's coming out on Patreon, and then next week.
So make sure you sign up to Patreon to get
the exclusives.
Exclusive.
I'm going to ask him.
Punch bag, blow what they're going through.
Yep. So thank you for joining, and get on the Whiskey and White live show.
December 29th.
Boom. Are you fucking serious?
Red. Oh, hey, red.